Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, I'm Maryatul. In this occasion, I would like to tell you about my story that I chose, and my story is about A Little Princess by Franz Hagen Burnett. So, the story tells about a little woman who named Sarah, and Sarah was born in India, and she is a mother child that and she has been raised by her wealthy father, and her father is called Captain Crew, who is very rich and has a lot of money. When Sarah was 7, she goes to England to get her education in Miss Mitchin Seminary. And Miss Mitchin, as headmaster, she is very nice and kind to Sarah because Sarah is from wealthy family. And one day, day by day, Sarah meet with many of friends, and her friends call Sarah as a princess because Sarah has a kind heart and she is a very nice person. And then, but one day, her father goes to bankrupt and he loses all of his money. And then, um, uh, because her father doesn't has a lot of money and she goes to bankrupt, her father, not long time later, her father died. And how poor Sarah, because she already has not has mother, and then she doesn't has father too. And at the first, Sarah very sad because she doesn't believe that her father and her mother left her at this time. And then uh, be, after that, there is no one that looked Sarah in that place, and then Sarah also doesn't has money to pay her education in Miss Michigan Seminary, and this is very makes Sarah shocked. And then because Sarah doesn't has money to pay her education, Miss Michigan totally changed, and Miss Michigan forced Sarah to become a servant, and she also put Sarah into a TD room. And Sarah at the first very shocked because she doesn't believe that Miss Mitchin that at first is a very kind and nice to Sarah totally changed to become evil like that. So she is very sad at the first, but she is strong. She has a brilliant imagination, and she also can face her condition even though it's a very sad and bad condition. She use her imagination to face it and use it to make her happy. Uh, Even though her condition is very bad, she keep her kind heart, and she also help others friend. And then uh, finally, Sarah met her true friend, and her friend take out Sarah from that place and take Sarah into a new home. And finally, Sarah happily ever, like in story in fairy tale. And then when you read this story, you will you will don't believe that this is a story for a young girl because this story is very sad, and that age she can face her life even though her condition is very bad to her. And sometimes uh, we will talk that we will think that she will never can face its condition, but she can face it, and she can happily ever after his her set. And then this story is very interesting, and this story is very good to you, and because this story celebrates the powerful of imagination, and the readers will concert with her kind and her nice person. And then if you one day if you become a mom, uh, you can talk this story to your child, and if you have some sister, you can talk to your sister to this story because the story is very interesting for young age. And then uh, I very recommended to you this story because a young girl often think that they are like a princess. So this story is very good to you to talk to your kids or your sister. And if you want to know more about this story, you can you can you can read to find or you can find more in story to from read this story. So I very recommend it to you to read this story. Beside of that, this story has a weakness because I think this story is not suitable for men. Because this story pure tell about a woman. So I think that's all about my story. I'm sorry for my bad pronunciation. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.